All right, so this next project should be pretty fun. This one's going to be kind of one of those things that really isn't for anything. It's just a wall decoration. So anyway, a couple of years ago, my wife and I went on our honeymoon and we went to Italy. And we were driving through Tuscany and we went up into this little walled-in city up on the hill. I'm going to slaughter this name, so please apologize in advance. I think it was called San Gimignano or San Gimignano, something like that. Beautiful, beautiful little picturesque town up in the Tuscan hills. Absolutely stunning. Well, I needed to buy something. It was kind of cold, it was kind of off season, and we were walking around the little town, and one of the only little shops open was this little knick-knack store. And I purchased this. Yeah, because I'm 5 years old. It is a wall hanging crossbow. And let me get a little closer. Is that close enough? So, it's a little bitty crossbow. And I didn't know that it actually fires. You pop the little thing back, boom, locks in. You see that? You sit this in the groove, like this. You wear safety goggles, because safety first. And then I'm not going to point this at my camera, because I don't want to break my brand new camera. But, basically, fire. Boom! Panes! I didn't even know it fired, and I've had it for years. So anyway, I think it's a really cool little thing, but it's ugly. It really just is ugly. And I want it to look fantastico. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart, clean it up, do some more etching in it, and paint it, and maybe do some inlays with some epoxy, because we know how much I love epoxy. It's my favorite thing ever in the world, besides cheesecake. So that's what we're going to do with that. Again, I'm not going to make it an automatic weapon or anything, but at least I might be able to do it a little bit to it. So let's go ahead and get started, huh? All right, bye. Alright, hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Josh. So this next project is basically going to be a fun one for me because I'm 12 years old. I'm sorry for the sweat and the attire. I live in Thailand and it's really, really humid and hot right now. So I got the air conditioning on in my office and I'm hoping it'll cool off a little bit, but I'm running a little short on time, so we're going to have to get this going. I'll just have to sweat. Okay, so the next one is the crossbow. I really dig this little thing. It does work. It does fire. Has this little dart here, and then you just cock it back, and it does work. Well, now, okay, we're gonna have to go back to the clock because I broke it. Right now, what we're gonna do is just take it apart, and I'll get you some B-roll on that, and maybe some little music, and we'll bam, 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 bam. Okay, we'll figure that out. But first, we need to take it apart and see what needs to be done with it. All right, let's do that. Hey, dude, you're in my spot, brother. Are you gonna help me out? You want to do that for me? All right, you need to get out of my chair, little fat boy. All right, so we're gonna get some of the bigger tools. See if I can get that pin out. Okay, good. Well, that really is just a simple lever. That goes in there and then you pull that and it releases this piece. All right, so we got the hardware removed, all the necessities. I gotta get these other couple pieces off. That's good. All right, so got that off. These two pieces are gonna have to be removed, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. I really hate to start tugging on it. I'm not really too worried about the wood as long as I don't crack it, because I'm going to sand it all down and redo it. All right, so we have all the pieces. We got everything for that. Now I just got to get these two last. This is supposed to be like an old-time sight. There's a pinhole in here, and you can look through here, and it should put you right there. But it's worthless. You can't see anything. It's different color. It's the same color, so it's like looking at hay through hay. So we got the whole stock off, a couple of scratches, but I'm gonna sand this all down, change the color, and then I'm gonna do some. I got a Dremel tool. I'm gonna probably do some more different designs on this thing and get it set up, and we'll go from there. All right, so nobody really likes this part. It's the part where I sand stuff. Nobody watches. It's like watching grass grow. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sand this. Get a little B-roll in there. Let you play some music and again, and then we'll see how it comes out. All right. Alright, so look at the design here. I've got it all sanded down and tore apart. And if I get over here, I think, so we're going to go with the copper on there. Copper is going to be on the metal pieces, and then black, flat black with a white resin inlay inside the carvings, which I have not finished yet. I marked out where I want to carve it, so I just have to get the Dremel tool out and do a little bit of fine tuning, get those holes made or the grooves made so I can pour the resin, and I think it's going to turn out really good. Now, before I get any too far into this, I want you to know that sometimes you're going to see me working on different projects when I have the same shirt on, and you're going to be like, dude, is that like the only shirt you own? And like, no, just because I'm poor and do everything on one table doesn't mean I don't own more than one shirt. What's happening is I'll be working on multiple projects at the same time, and when something's drying or resin's setting or something, I'll set that aside and I'll start working on another project because I have some time on my hands. So what we're doing today is we're working on the crossbow again, and you'll know this because it will be the crossbow episode. Duh. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking this copper, I think it's conduit tape. I could be wrong. It could, you know, leave a the 3 subscribers that I have, if I have that many, leave a comment, tell me what it is. I think that's what it is, conduit term. So what I thought is like, oh, that would the color scheme that I want to go with was a black, a flat black on the actual handle itself on the wood with white epoxy inlays. And then I wanted to do all the metal pieces, like the bow itself, with this copper. I think it would look really good with the black and the white. So before I filmed it, I wanted to do one piece just to see if I liked it. And it turned out, as far as I'm concerned, really good. It still looks worn and old, like an old crossbow, but it pops really good. I'll show you what it looked like before and then what it looks like now. So this is the color it was before, just a black, a flat black. And I did this piece. It turned out really nice. It looks really good. I think it's going to look really good with the black. And we'll see how it turns out, all right? Let's get busy and I'll bring the camera in a little closer. All right, so, and I also, by the way, I love the skull that I had, but actually I think this one is going to be a little better. I like this color. I poured about 3 or 4 of them, and that's going to go on the stock. That's going to go on the something like that. But we got to do a lot of cutting and resin. So let's go ahead and let's get this piece laid on, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so it's crossbow pour night. It's 10 o'clock at night, so it's night. I need to go to bed. I have to work tomorrow. But I want to get this side poured. I've carved it all out. I've put some glue. I put some hot glue around the edges so it doesn't spill out of the top. Shouldn't have any problem with that, but we're going to get it poured up. And we're going to do the white and the silver, and I might do a little bit of the copper because it's going to have copper on the metal. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of, and we'll get it poured and let it set overnight, and then we'll do the other side. All right? Good. Let's get my scale out here. A little bit of the copper crime stopper in there. Alright. Alright, so that was the copper. Alright, so let's pour. Boy. Oh no. Alright, so that's going to look pretty good. I like that. Sparkly. I love that color combination, that white and that silver and that gold and that copper. It's a little darker than I liked, but not bad, not too bad. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just mix up a little bit of epoxy here. Just a tad bit in my little cups. Not a lot, because I'm just going to put a really thin layer on here. Got here. Oh yeah, I think that's good. And just spread it on. Nice and thick. And what I'll do is I'll let this dry a little bit. I'll let it dry. And then I'll rip the tape off and it should be perfect.
Under geese. We're almost under geese.
Project Crossbow completely finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it. Let me show you, get you a little, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. It's super cool. Oh, and then what do we got here? Oh, look at the, oh, let me see. Boom. Oh, look at the skull on the end. Oh, then you turn around. Bam, 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 bam. It actually turned out pretty good. I'm actually pretty stoked with it. And it works. And this is how we're going to see if this is a successful project. I'm going to fire it. I made 5 bolts for this. One of them was the old bolt that came with it, and I sharpened it up, and I made 3 more out of resin and the straw. I just poured resin into a straw, let it set, pulled it out, filed it down. Works perfectly straight. So here's going to be the test. I'm going to show you. Let's turn the camera around. Oh, and what do we have over here? What do we have? Do you know what that is right there? What does that look like? I think it's an apple. I think it is. So what we're going to do is I am going to test this right here. And if I can hit that apple with one of my 5 bolts, I am going to deem this project successful, and I will install myself as Daryl Dixon's spirit animal. So I have 1 in 5 chances. If I do pass, what I need you to do, if I hit the apple, I need you to share this video. Share it with all your friends and your family and people you don't know, strangers at the supermarket. Share it with everyone, okay? So let's give it a shot. All right, so it worked. We hit the apple 1 out of maybe like 12 times. All right, so the mechanism isn't very strong. It's really a wall decoration. The fact that it fires a bolt at all is pretty amazing. So yeah. It turned out really cool. It looks really cool. Again, it's a wall decoration. I'm going to hang it on the wall, probably in here somewhere. And I think it turned out awesome. The color, the tape on it patinaed really well. If Daryl Dixon had a sidearm, this probably wouldn't be it. But it's pretty cool anyway. So please like, subscribe. I've got a bunch of other ideas. We'll see how they turned out. This honestly came out like a 7 on my 10 scale. I was kind of hoping for a 10 and got about a 7. So if you like it, I've got a lot more little projects to put together. They're all going to be kind of like this. Some of them I'm going to come up with out of the top of my head. Some of them I'm going to redo some stuff that I already have that I thought could be cool. Please come back and see, like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification. I will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.